Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Books and Beers. A very special one because this is going to be the last video in my Boston apartment. As you can see, the closet is completely empty. I have only a few things here. But yeah, I'm moving out in 2 days. I'm going back home. So it's pretty sad because a lot has happened in this room, a lot of videos. But it's time to move on. I'm excited for the future, but this is gonna be the last video in this apartment. And at the beginning of the year, Falcon and I made a video about our 2021 reading goals. I said I was gonna read 20 books, and to be honest, I've been slacking. I've only read 6 books. With college and graduation and the parties and everything, I have not had a chance to keep up with the reading. But now summer is coming. I'm gonna be studying for the CPA. I'm gonna be reading more. I want to make a commitment here on YouTube, and I will 100% read the following 6 books that I'll talk about in this video during the summer, so I can be back on track with my goal. Yeah, let's see what books I'm gonna be reading this summer. So the first book is one that I'm reading right now. It's called 0 to 1 by Peter Thiel. You might have heard of it. It's only 200 pages long. It's good to get back into it. It's about startups. Peter Thiel is a co-founder of PayPal. He also created Palantir, which had their IPO in 2020. You might have heard of him. And honestly, it's been pretty good. He has some pretty interesting takes on what a monopoly is, on whether competitiveness is good or bad. I've actually enjoyed it. I'm 50 pages in. But this is definitely gonna be the first one. I like it because it's short, it's only 200 pages, and I feel like it's gonna ease me back into reading. The second one I actually found out about through a friend and through TikTok, believe it or not. I saw a really good video.
You should be a monster, an absolute monster, and then you should learn how to control it.
The book was written by Jordan Peterson. It's the first out of 2 books that he's written, and it's called 12 Rules for Life. This one is a little longer. It's about 360 pages long. And after 0 to 1, after easing back into reading, this is a good, solid, average length, 360 page book to really get into it. So after a 360 page book, it's only right that I cheat a little and I read The Art of War. There's a really old book that a lot of business schools require their students to read. It's about a Chinese general, Sun Tzu. He talks about his strategies and mentality when going to war, and apparently that correlates or translates to the business world nowadays. So it's gonna be really interesting to read it. Actually, in 0 to 1, Peter Thiel makes fun of business schools that require this reading because he argues that business shouldn't be a war. You should try to create a business that has no competition, that has no war. That way you come out on top. Obviously easier said than done, but I'm still gonna give this a read. It's only 100 pages. After reading 12 Rules of Life, which is a long one, this is gonna be a good one to just say that I'm 3 books into the summer and to feel accomplished. So after that, you guys probably know that I've reviewed Homo Sapiens and Homo Deus by Yuval Noah Harari, and now he actually has a 3rd book about the present, 21 Lessons for the 21st Century. So I've had this book for a while. I just haven't had a chance to get into it because I've had other books ahead of it. But this summer I'm definitely gonna finish the trilogy, Yuval Noah Harari's trilogy. It's gonna be pretty cool to have read all the books from a single author. So my 5th book, this is the largest so far, 700 pages. But with everything going on nowadays with crypto, speculative investors, stocks shooting up 100% in a week, people trying to make money fast, there's a lot of FOMO going around. And it's only right that I read about the greatest investor ever, one of the people I admire the most because he stayed true to the fundamentals, and the book is The Snowball. It's an autobiography not written by him, but apparently it's one of the best ones out there about Warren Buffett, and I think it's important to learn about his life, what he thought about different points in time when it comes to the market and investments, how he made his fortune, and to learn a little bit more about his mentality. And lastly, Falcon reviewed our first ever video actually from Books and Beers reviewing a book, was about Bad Blood. And that book has a really interesting style in which it's a non-fiction but told in a fiction kind of way. It's a story. It's a story. You read about the story, you learn about the characters. Some are real names, some are not. And I've heard that this one is just like that. And so the last book is about a case. It came out in 1989 and it's about a deal that happened way back then. And and since I'm gonna start working in the DO world, and so I thought this would be a cool book to get started. It's also incredibly long. It's 550 pages long. It looks super interesting. It's one of the best known books when it comes to private equity, and it's called Barbarians at the Gate. This is gonna be the last book. Hopefully I can finish all 6 of them. So in total I have 2,230 pages to read throughout the summer. And I'm probably, being honest, since I'm gonna be traveling with my friends, I'm probably not gonna be able to start till July. That's I'm gonna have July and August to read 2,000 pages. So let's see how many pages I have to read per day if I read it every single day to finish all of them. So if you divide the 2,200 pages by 60 days, so I only have to read 60 days, I would have to read 37 pages per day, which is not bad at all. I can definitely do that. It's just a matter of staying consistent and staying with it. So hopefully I'll make a video come October saying that I completed it. I'll be updating you guys on our Instagram. You can follow us here. That's it. This is it for Boston. It's been a great few months, and now on to Miami, on to New York. Check in next week for Falcon's video, and in 2 weeks hopefully we'll do a combined video, Falcon and I. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Peace.